So now is the time. Farmers markets are open. Things are starting to be at their peak. Like, this is the best it's going to get for a lot of us in most of the areas that we live in. And so we need to take advantage of that. Avoid the supermarket as much as you can. Even Whole Foods, all those places, they're great most of the year, but now you can really be getting everything you need at a farmer's market if you're able to find them in your area, which hopefully most areas by now should. I've been going every Saturday and Sunday to farmers markets in my local areas and picking up almost everything that I need outside of meats. Sometimes I'll get the meat there, sometimes I'll get it at a local butcher, but I'm really trying to shop as local as I can, especially after the year that we've had. The big corporations, the big supermarkets, they had their time when we needed them most, but now farmers need us most, so it's time we spend our money there. And the benefit is we just get better stuff. And so today I have just a few of the things that I've picked up from the farmer's market that I think are gonna go really well in my salad. Here I've got some beautiful baby zucchini and some baby carrots. I've got a Fuji apple. My farmers markets in New York have tons of apples all the time, so I'm just constantly buying apples. Honey Crisp and Fuji are my favorite. Ask your guy. They probably have a lot of variety, so just kind of figure out which one's which and get the kind that you like. I got some pine nuts here. Nuts, you could add any nuts for crunch. Some beautiful cherry tomatoes. These are greenhouse grown, so they're early ripening, and we're able to have them early in the season. It's almost overwhelming how sweet they are, especially the sun golds. And then we have here my new favorite salad lettuce that I found this year. It's called Red Russian Kale. Now this will grow into a big kale leaf, but the farm that I'm buying them from will harvest them as baby kale. So they're a lot sweeter, they're tender. They have a kale flavor, slightly bitter, slightly sweet, and as you can see, it has body. So it's gonna allow a salad to kind of have some lift and not die real easily. I'm gonna harvest some of my lettuces out in the garden, throw them in there too, but a lot of them are very delicate, like the arugula. It's very soft, so you need lettuces to create texture. Now there's really three components I think about when making a salad. The first one is the lettuce. The second are the additional ingredients that we're putting into the salad. And the third is the vinaigrette, or however you're going to dress the salad. Let's talk about the lettuce. Thinking about lettuce is we want to create texture and body and different flavors. So this is a lettuce that I'll make on its own a lot, but today I'm gonna throw in as many textures as I can, as many different lettuces as I can, just to show you how it all can come together into a salad, and you can kind of pick and choose the lettuces that you want. So we're gonna start off mainly with some Red Russian kale, but I'm gonna go outside right now and I'm gonna get some arugula, a little bit of ruby red, and I think a little bit of romaine. Let's take a quick field trip to the garden. Now this strategy of harvesting lettuce is called cut and come again, which quite literally means what it sounds like it means. It means you can go in here and you can literally cut bunches or individual lettuce leaves and more will regenerate in its place. With these heads of lettuces, you can just sort of pull leaves around the outer head and the inner leaves will continue to regenerate. So that's what I'm doing here with the ruby red lettuce and what I'm going to do with this romaine. And I have this big salad spinner which I bring out with me to harvest the lettuce so that when I bring it inside, I can wash it right away. So I've got my greens from the garden, and they're already got a spider crawling. So you definitely need to wash your garden greens. So let's get that going. Just get super cold water. You could get, throw some ice in it if you want, but we're just gonna soak the greens and then we're gonna run them through our little dryer. But there it is. We've got some beautiful lettuce, and what we can do now is Just sort of rip them into manageable pieces. And then we're gonna start to work in our red romaine. Lots of things have body like this, like frisee is a good example of a lettuce that's got body. So when you throw frisee in a salad, it gives the salad lift. And for me, a flat salad doesn't look delicious. A big mound of salad is what looks way more appetizing. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for lettuces that have life to them. If they don't have life, then everything just kind of looks a little bit not so great. So think about the textures of lettuce and what they're actually doing in the salad, and then you can sort of manipulate it how you want. And just tear it up so they're just like kind of edible pieces that fit in your mouth real easily. All right, so that's enough lettuce. It smells delicious, even for lettuce. Like when you have really good stuff, then you kind of get amazed at how good it could be. Next up, we have our shaved vegetables. And so all we're gonna do is we're gonna take a vegetable peeler and you're just gonna hold one end. You could eat the stem right here, but I like to use it as a little handle. And then you're just going to shave it. Now once you get to the seeds, they can be a little bitter. So then I'm gonna turn it to the other side and do it again like that. I don't really like to take it past the seeds. I take that and I just add it into the salad. And some color with the yellow. And then same thing with the carrots. I like to hold it at the small end and then shave up. They're a little harder once you get down there, but do your best. Get as much as you can. So let's work that into the salad. Get things nicely incorporated. Be gentle with the leaves. And I'm gonna take my apple and just cut it first like this. Just take it as close to the core as you can. Stack them. And then cut. Little matchsticks, fun shapes. Think about shapes in a salad. Fun shapes, always mix it up, make things look different. Even if they're the same ingredients, if you make it look different, it creates a little bit more of an excitement in the salad. Okay, now let's work that in a little bit. Make sure that's nicely incorporated. Always make sure you're working with clean hands too. So fortunately we get some early ripe greenhouse tomatoes and I buy as many as I can every time I see them because they're just too good. If you can find those, get them. Then we're just gonna split them in half. And then let's incorporate those. See how the salad is slowly lifting as we're adding more ingredients to it. So it's getting even more delicious. Then we're gonna take our cheese. Again, shave it right in. And then we'll add some more on top as well with this. Then I'm gonna take some of the toasted pine nuts that I have. And then I'm gonna add some to the top as well. I wanna get most of those worked in. Again, gently with the hands. Now we've got a lot of ingredients here. They're unseasoned, so we're gonna add some salt to the actual lettuce leaves and the salad. And some black pepper, because I like the flavor of fresh cracked black pepper in my salads. It sort of reminds me of being at a restaurant and they come to you as like, would you like some fresh cracked pepper on your salad? And it just always tasted better when they did, so we get those seasoned. And now this is the star. This is real balsamic vinegar of Modena. And this is what I've been using instead of vinaigrettes. I still make vinaigrettes, but on a week-to-week basis, when I'm just whipping together a quick dinner, you know, the simple act of making the vinaigrette sometimes is just too much. And so when I have this, I can literally just rely on this as the main ingredient, add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and it's really like as good as it gets. So find yourself the real stuff. Look for the European seal, make sure it's a product of Italy, make sure it's from Modena. And what we're gonna do is gonna start to add this on top of the salad first. Not the oil yet, we're gonna add the vinegar first. In little bits at a time. We can always add more, but we don't want to ever overdress a salad. If your salad is wet, you've made a mistake, it's going to die. All that body you've worked to build is just gonna kind of collapse because the leaves can't take it. You've gotta be delicate with it. And then when you mix it with your hands and you're extra delicate with it as well. And you're sort of moving the lettuces around the bowl to kind of help coat them all. So you gotta exaggerate how delicate you are with it. Get underneath and lift, and then place back over. Let things kind of fall. Then you can taste. Scroll a little bit more. And then start to work in some olive oil. The lettuce tastes seasoned. It's not too overpowering. It's not overdressed. Even the delicate arugula still has body to it. We're good to go. Now we're gonna plate. And the key with plating, again, achieve that height. We don't want flat salads, we want high salads. So I've got this beautiful little shallow bowl. So now that all the ingredients come together, I don't taste any overwhelming bitterness from any leaves. Everything's balanced. Sweetness from balsamic, sweetness from carrots and tomatoes. You need really good quality lettuce. Look for it crisp. Go to the store, feel it. You want to get good fresh ingredients to go into your salad, to add things like sweetness and texture and crunch. And then you want to make sure you dress the salad with a quality vinaigrette or good quality balsamic vinegar. If you need to know how to make a vinaigrette, I have an actual video that kind of walks you through it that I'll leave down below. Otherwise, get yourself some good balsamic, some good extra virgin olive oil, and you're really set. Everything should be really simple, clean, and delicious. I've been trying to run lately, and whenever I get done with it, it doesn't feel good to not feed yourself something good. So I've been just addicted to salads. It's almost like a reward from my body is kind of the way that I see it. And you just kind of got to get into it. You got to learn about them. You got to figure out vinaigrettes. You got to figure out how to shop for the lettuces, which ones you like, different flavors. It's a journey. Go on it, figure it out, use the principles you learned in this video, and just get better at it. And don't overdress your salad. No. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to all my patrons scrolling up on the screen. Appreciate you all. Hope you're all enjoying the beautiful weather that's outside. That's all that I have today. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and go feed yourself.